What is good? My anime people. What is good, yo? I know an hour has gone by since I have dropped the Saga show. I apologize, but that is only because I feel like you guys need a little bit of time off from me posting so much. But I'm back with it, and we need to talk about these other shows. The one within this week was absolutely interesting, actually. I'm just glad that we didn't get a complete solved case with the game in one foul swoop again. I like a little bit of a drawled out one, but it was kind of lame to find out that I was right about the grandfather being the person that was probably the demon, or that the daughter was probably the demon. I think that was my main guess too. The way she like came out attacking and stuff, I was like, come on, bruh. She seems evil as heck. She's just out here trying to cut people, and then next thing you know, um, when the grandpa said the things that the demon would actually love to have, I was like, wait a minute. He knows awfully much about the demon and what his enjoyments are. So that was a pretty big red flag for me. And of course, me being the anime viewer that I am, it came out to be true. Of course, this old man straight up, after he gets this weird red eye, like he gets this anime red eye. He pretty much, I guess it probably just took a little time for him to actually fully transform, like he transformed at night or something maybe. But after transforming, after doing this, it was clear to me that there's something amiss about what was told of them to complete this. It was like a rescue. It was like a demon execution and rescue or something, but they're not supposed to execute the demons, they're just supposed to rescue. And that was the vague part of it. So I kind of figured that with seeing everybody in mask and all walking around not really interacting with our main characters that are supposedly these huge people that are being viewed and have to score over 100 or 100 mil views, I believe, you would think these people would be interested in seeing them, knowing that that is something going on. But if these all people are demons and stuff and they're in on what's going on here, it just kind of tells you what we're kind of getting into, because the whole thing was there was no population, there was no human population anywhere our Japanese fighter guy was going. He couldn't find anybody anywhere to really, see how human life was before this place was turned into how it is. And then he finds, like coffee that's actually brewed but has dust on it. So it's clear that it's almost as if by the time they needed this place to be ready, they kind of just gave people money and said, "Hey, you're gone now. Like, here's a mill for you and your whole family. Go live somewhere else and get out of here. Leave everything you're doing right now." Like to everybody, or even worse, they just like killed them off or captured them all and put them somewhere. But that's the thing of the eye, like what you can see just by looking. Because think about it, if they were captured, if there was any type of panic that was going on and stuff like that, it would have been pretty obvious that there was some type of struggle. Like not everybody's gonna go without a fight. I mean, sure, you can have guns and stuff, but that's why there's casualties of war. Like there's just things that you can't really predict people to do, including when you put them in a hostile situation where they have to uh, do a fight or flight response. So that's what I think our two sneaky characters are looking for, our Japanese game player and our stealth guy. I think they're just trying to find a way to put together the pieces if there was some type of struggle in this town, or if they all just like willingly went and nothing actually bad happened to them overall. So that's an interesting fact of just like what they're looking for going on, or like going forward in the show, just to see like what actually transpires. But we then get into the game and we see all of these people all of a sudden, so like it almost feels like they've been teleported to a whole different like dimension or some type of thing. Because why is there a giant panda? Why are there now demons that are getting daily sacrificial people, that are sacrificing themselves in the grand scheme for this said demon. And like all of these things just weren't adding up. And then next thing you know, we're getting the explanation, and it's pretty much the same person who's, steering everybody in the direction of this is a very dangerous thing this demon's doing and he's scary and blah blah blah. It's like, oh, so you're the demon, and that's pretty much what we are kind of learning. It could be wrong. Like, he could just have this giant form to be able to take out whoever kind of goes against his will of, wanting them to be for the demon, and they're still actually taking them to a real demon that actually wants these people sacrificed. Um, because I've seen a lot of misdirect in shows, and this show seems like it's the misdirect king right now. Like, they just love throwing stuff in there that really makes you think it's one way, but it turns out to be completely a different. So I'm hoping that's the case, because that's really fun for me to see. Oh my God, this guy's trying to hit me up with the freaking cross up. Okay, I see you. And it's funny to me to see, like, people. I haven't really heard negative criticisms about this show in the grand scheme of like how it's all transpiring, and why these people are here. They haven't really found out any reason why they should like continue the game, stuff like that. And no one's really complained about it outside of like the core people who just complain about anything to complain about stuff. It's like they say it's trash, and I don't understand what that means. Like, oh, this show is bad. Okay, so can you explain to me what your definition of bad is? Oh, ooh, you see, when a dog crosses the road, right, it's bad. Like, just shut your mouth. Just shut up. But if you can give me a complacent, like, conversation and complacent complaint that you actually have that's, granted helps your argument to the show being whatever you say it is, then no one can say anything back, right? We can't go against you if you have facts and you say something that's intelligent. But if you just say it's bad and have a good day, you're bad and have a terrible day. No, but it's just annoying to hear people go one way, but then if they all of a sudden get convinced, oh, this guy talked me into it, I like it now, and I'm gonna champion it like I always loved it, and not even say sorry that I had a bad, I had a very wrong take on the show, and I'm gonna live with it. Nah, I'm just gonna act like I was always with the people who liked it. Nah, bro, you're out. We know about you. You're ousted. You're not allowed. Get from here. But the other thing that was kind of crazy is the fact that we have this main character that is probably going to be in every single game until they make a game that's only for girls. And they are like, well, they already kind of did that. They went to a place where it's a school for all girls, and the guy who was trying to get in with the daughter, the panda daughter, the boys got kicked out like instantly and got eliminated, right? So he's willing to cross that boundary to look like a girl to still play these games. And the one thing that really gave me the understanding of just like how he is and like why he probably wants to do that is what he says to the guy with the biker helmet, saying that if he was to die or to, pretty much disappear, he would be angry. Like, he wants to finish this all with everybody. So if anybody now dies, the main character is going to change dramatically. And I think that's one of the more scarier things I have learned in this show is he is one of the most happy-go-lucky guys ever, and to hear him say something like, oh, I will be disappointed, and if you even think about, fainting and I can't take care of you and you end up getting lost, or not lost, but like we lose you because I can't physically help you, I will be disappointed in you because you didn't take these pills that would help you sleep and get enough rest and be ready for these games. So out of everybody, he seems like he's the one taking it the most serious only in the grand scheme of wanting to finish it, wanting to see the end of it all. And no one else is really against it. They just don't want to do what this guy says to do at a flip of a, like as soon as he says it, this other guy's jumping up and barking like a dog. Like that's not how they want to do it. because they've been taken away from their homes, they've been taken away from their lives and stuff, and he's acting like it's the time of his life, you know. So it's a very interesting way of showing a main character be. He reminds me of Goku, like Goku in the Tournament of Power, knowing that his whole entire universe would get erased, was still cracking smiles, jokes, and everything. Like, oh, wow, I get to fight this guy. And if I lose, we all lose. Yes! Like, that was his attitude about it. And that's what I kind of feel about this, besides the whole if we lose, we all lose thing, because he wants to win. He's doing every single thing in his power to be in these games, so he gives everybody a chance to win. He can see through some stuff that people aren't willing to look at, not to mention seeing that they just took one of the most scaredy cat girls with them, and the only reason why supposedly he wanted to go with her is because he didn't want her to be alone. Um, this is the same girl that punched him, or like bopped him up in the very beginning of the show when she thought he was the one who kidnapped her, you know. So he holds no grudges, he holds no ill wills towards anybody, and that is one really good characteristic about him that I'm kind of finding and like hard to forget. Like, it's very, very important to the show how much he's showing up and just being himself for these characters and giving them a little bit of peace of mind of, hey, I am in a crazy situation, but that guy is crazy. So if I finish all this crazy stuff around me, I can get away from that crazy guy. That's not his goal, but you know what I mean. Like, there's something about being in danger 24/7 and then still smiling and willingly jumping in every single game that that danger is around, including when you only needed 4 players max. But there's no like limit to how many players you can have, but 4 were only needed. So I think, you know, one was going to get kidnapped, and then 3 of them were going to have to save the person that get kidnapped. But now all of them are there. They put a tracking card on the girl, and we're just going to see which the girl with the glasses who is tracking people is also another red flag. Like, she has ways to track you guys, even if you get away from her and she's the problem, she can track you. Like, she is a problem, guys. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case it is when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime Jake, and I am going to drop one more video today and call it quits, because I think 4 videos is quite a bit on the channel when I could drop 6. I could drop 6 on you guys right now, but I don't think the Anime G community is ready for 6 uploads, and I don't even think anybody's going to hear that. So let's just act like it's never happened if you do hear it, right? This is our little secret, my anime people. And if you tell them, if you tell anybody, I will drop 6 episodes. I will drop 6 videos today. But yeah, with that being said, you guys have an amazing one, and I will definitely talk to you pretty soon with another video if you do tune into that as well. So with that, peace. Aizen, let me grab you. Oh my god. Grab. Oh, okay, that grab is sick.